Man's fate has long been intertwined with the fate of the dog, ever since man initiated the process of domestication of wolves, which in the course of evolution have become the four-legged friends of many people. Most dogs, of course, are at home creating a warm, loving and friendly environment for their owners, but there are also breeds endowed with natural talents that can help humans in some way with their activities. What professions are suitable for man's four-legged colleagues? Hunters. Since ancient times, hunting has been the main activity of both humans and wolves. Since the domestication of the wolf, the efficiency of hunting has increased many times over. Today, hunting is more of a pastime than a way to get food, but one thing has certainly not changed, because the dog is considered a faithful companion of man in this field. There are more than 40 different breeds in the world, and each can perform a different function. Lakas are closest to their ancestor, the wolf. They are versatile, tolerate cold and hunger well, can perform duties on their own, and are able to corner an animal and wait for their master to come. They can be used both in hunting small game and in trapping bears, greyhounds. This breed knows no fatigue, and with their long legs are able to speed more than 50 kilometers per hour. Most often used for hunting without firearms, mainly fox, hare, rabbit. They carry out the pursuit of the victim and capture it on the run. Mink terriers, dachshunds. Due to their small size, can catch raccoons, badgers and other animals right in the houses of animals, that is, in their burrows, hounds. They have an incredible sense of smell and a loud voice, and are also noted for their peculiar discipline and endurance. They track down their prey, and then notify their master of the find. Guards. Most people take a dog as a guard for the purpose of scaring strangers away from their homes. Therefore, pets that can perform these functions are the most in demand. They can guard not only residential homes, but also government facilities and military bases. And for this, it is necessary to pass a huge number of regulations. For the protection of residential houses, there are fewer requirements. It all depends on the owner and the house. For such work, most often breeds of German or Caucasian shepherds, terriers or other watchdog breeds are used, from which loyalty, dedication and activity are required. Shepherds actively used in Europe, especially England, as well as Australia. Originally, shepherd dogs began to appear with nomadic tribes in Central Asia many millennia ago. Enough huge dogs engaged in guarding the flock from wolves, foxes and other hunters, even humans. Today, the following breeds do just fine with these functions: German shepherds, collies, Australian shepherd dogs. It's also worth noting that this function can be performed by many other breeds. You only need the desire to teach them. What is relevant to the activity of herding dogs? First, as mentioned above, they drive animals and strangers away from the herd. Secondly, they watch the composition of the herd, and if any straggler, the dogs must find the straggler animal and bring it back. Rescue dogs. These dogs perform a truly important function to save human lives. Animals help people find people under the debris of buildings and other various structures, rescue people from under the snow or pull them out of the water. The effectiveness of the four-legged helpers in this case is not questioned after the experiment conducted by Swiss scientists. It consisted in placing a victim under the ground at a depth of 2 meters. It involved a fully prepared team of people and trained rescue dogs. The men had coped with the task in 4 hours, and the dogs in just 12 minutes. The conclusions are clear. To perform this function, an animal must have incredible instincts to detect people, and also must undergo multiple training. The Saint Bernard, Labrador, or Newfoundland breeds do an excellent job with this duty. Sniffers, another function ideally suited to dogs, as it directly depends on their strong sense of smell. Their sense of smell can be used in absolutely different human activities. Border work, sniffing is required to sense forbidden substances, contraband, explosives. Mine searches, searching for a bomb planted by a terrorist. Finding truffles, a specific activity. The most capable breed in this direction is the Lagotto Romagnolo. Help in search operations, looking for clues or corpses, as well as assistance to internal affairs in catching the offender, go on the trail, and chase the offender. Almost all breeds are suitable for these functions, so we should highlight those that are most prone to training. These are German Shepherd, Rottweiler, Beagle, Riesenschnauzer, Bloodhound, and so on. Helpers in this paragraph, help refers to the direct interaction of a dog in a person's daily activities. Assistance in physical and emotional terms. Guide and therapy dogs fall under this category. Future guide dogs begin to be taught this work at an early age. Once trained, the dogs go through a variety of obstacles, noticing signs that hang level with a person's head and on which the blind person may stumble. They learn to bypass potholes or stop at traffic lights. This way the beloved owner will always be warned of the dangers. And also the guide dog perfectly remembers the routes more than once passed with the owner, so the blind person simply will not be able to get lost. If the owner will have any problems, for example, if a thing falls out of his hands, his faithful friend will help right away. Such work takes good-natured and calm dogs, mostly Labradors or German Shepherds. Therapy dogs help people in rehabilitation after an accident, illness, or disaster. Such dogs are used extensively in homes for the elderly, children's homes, or institutions for the disabled. The presence of a dog reassures and brings out positive emotions in a person, which sometimes works better than a psychologist. This fact is proven by scientists. There are many other professions in which dogs are actively involved: dog mascot, sled dogs, military dogs, pest controllers, and many others. From all of the above and disclosed, we can conclude that dogs are an integral part of life, as they bring a huge contribution and work to everyone's life. This needs to be understood, and more positions or industries need to be created where pet helpers can bring out their best.